For decades, we've seen plenty of sci-fi fantasies of robotic surgery, where a robot does the operation and the surgeon watches from afar, perhaps even on a different continent. In reality, robotic surgery is far less glamorous, but it is still advancing rapidly. And at the forefront of this advance is the development of high-powered surgical robots that can not only assist surgeons with complex procedures, but in the near future, maybe do the whole thing on their own. But before we get to that, let's take a look at where robotic surgery is today. The most well-known surgical robot is the Da Vinci system. It's been around since the early 2000s and is used for minimally invasive surgery, including prostatectomies, heart valve repairs, and more. As the name suggests, the Da Vinci system was designed to allow surgeons to operate with greater precision and less invasiveness than traditional open surgery. This is thanks to the system's tiny, wristed instruments that have greater range of motion than a human hand. The surgeon sits at a console and uses joysticks to control these instruments, while a camera mounted on the surgical table gives them a high-def view of the surgical site. The idea behind robotic surgery is to combine the precision of a robot with the intuition and decision-making ability of a surgeon. But to date, the role of the surgeon hasn't really changed much. They still have to be in the operating room and they still do all the decision-making. The robot just makes the incisions more precise and reduces the physical strain on the surgeon's hands. However, there are a lot of tasks involved in surgery that don't require the same level of human intuition, and some of those tasks are extremely difficult for even the most skilled surgeon to perform. So what if we had a robot that could handle all the mundane parts of surgery so that the surgeon could focus on the more complex stuff? That's the idea behind a new surgical robot developed by a team at Shanghai Tech. Their paper on the new robot was recently published in Nature. In their paper, the team describes their system as an artificial intelligence-empowered surgical robot with autonomous capabilities. It is capable of automatically identifying key structures in the surgical site and then manipulating tissue with a high degree of precision. To achieve this, the robot uses a combination of computer vision and machine learning. First, a surgeon marks the boundaries of the surgical site on the patient's skin using a special marker that the onboard camera can detect. Then the robot uses its vision system to identify important structures like blood vessels and nerves, and create a map of the surgical site. Once it has this map, the robot can plan the best path for making incisions and removing tissue while avoiding critical structures. This process is completely automated, but the robot isn't actually performing the surgery autonomously. Instead, it's acting as an intelligent assistant, suggesting actions for the surgeon to take. For example, the robot might identify a blood vessel and ask the surgeon to confirm that it is okay to proceed with the surgery around that vessel. If the surgeon gives the okay, the robot can then make the necessary incisions and remove the tissue. In experiments with cadavers, the researchers showed that their robot could successfully remove cancerous tissue while avoiding major blood vessels and nerves. But perhaps even more impressive is that the robot was able to perform these tasks with a high degree of precision. In one experiment, the researchers asked a surgeon to make an incision around a blood vessel with a width of 1 millimeter. The surgeon was able to make the incision without damaging the vessel, and when they repeated the experiment with the robot, the resulting incision was just 87 microns wide. That's about 1/8 the width of a human hair. So what does the future hold for robotic surgery? It's likely that high-powered surgical robots will become commonplace in operating rooms around the world, just as the internet has changed the way we work, shop, and socialize. AI is poised to change the way surgery is performed. It's possible that surgeons will eventually be able to perform remote surgeries from anywhere in the world, controlling robots that are thousands of miles away. Imagine a team of surgeons in New York performing surgery on a patient in London in real time. With the help of AI, this could become a reality. However, there are a lot of challenges that still need to be overcome before this can happen. One of the biggest challenges is ensuring the safety and efficacy of robotic surgery. Before we can trust robots to perform surgery on our loved ones, we need to know that they are just as safe and effective as human surgeons. We also need to ensure that robots are able to handle the unexpected. Surgery is always full of surprises, and a good surgeon needs to be able to think on their feet. Can robots do the same? Only time and further research will tell. What do you think? Will you trust a robot with your life? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on AI robotics and the future of technology. Thanks for watching.